These AI videos getting out of hand. They had AI. It's okay.
What kind of AI videos?
I got time.
Yeah, I'm about to share one last and then get started. I gotta all right, we'll get started. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom to everybody online. Welcome back to the Hebrew Chosen Elect Sabbath reading in class, where we'll be picking back up and reading of the book of Leviticus. Chapter 20 will be starting off today. Hope everybody's Feast of Tabernacles went well, and everybody has been growing in the spirit and receiving blessings from the Most High. Before we get started, quick announcements. First being the upcoming High Holy Days, which, like I said, we just finished the day of the Feast of Tabernacles. So the next upcoming feast day will be the Feast of Dedication sometime in December. We don't have an exact date yet, but we'll get that to you. Also, next upcoming new moon will be October the 22nd at sundown. October 22nd at sundown for the next new moon. And I believe sometime December for the Feast of Dedication. If you'd like to come out and keep this feast or the new moon with us, just reach out, get in contact with me or Brother Yakanan, or if you know anybody else in the congregation, you can reach out to them as well. Lastly, contact information. You can contact me through Facebook or via phone. My Facebook is We Are Israel, Gemara Yasha'Allah, and phone number 302-510-7147 if you have any questions, any type of advice through the scriptures. You can reach out, or also you can reach out to Yakanan, who wasn't able to be here this week. He should be back next week. You can contact him on Facebook at Brandon Daniels Yakanan Maccabee Yasha'Allah, or through phone or text at 508-840-7710. Also, please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channels where we go live for Sabbath and other classes, breaking down the scriptures at HCE Red Pill Reality and HCE Reloaded. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe. You never know who might come across these videos, get edification, learn the scriptures, the laws of the Most High, learn who they are, being Israelites according to the Bible. You just never know. So, if you're able, just share the videos and help get this word out. With that, unless we have any questions or concerns, we'll get to the reading. Anybody got any questions before we get started? Anything they want to discuss? Then we'll go ahead. I don't see nothing online. Matter of fact, actually, everybody go to Leviticus 20 if you haven't already, but give me 1 second. I got to put this Cash App across the bottom of the screen. Also, I didn't go over that in the announcements. If you'd like to donate, Cash App is on the bottom of the screen. If it's willing of your heart, please help support the ministry by donating through our Cash App. With that, now we can get started. Book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 1.
And it reads, And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Again, thou shalt say to the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones.
So, anybody gives their seed unto Molech, he shall be surely put to death. The people shall stone him with stones. And who knows what's Molech?
Sacrificing your children
to Molech. What is Molech?
God.
Of idol God, right? So, where we at? 20 verse 1. Verse 2. So he's an idol God. Just want to see what the BLB has for his definition, or its definition.
Which would also represent, since the children sacrifice,
abortion. Yeah, but before we go there, I just want to get what Molech is exactly. Obviously, it's idol God, but so in the BLB, it lets us know it's the god of the Amorites and the Phoenicians, to whom the Israelites sacrificed their infants in the valley of Hinnom. So, infants. Going into your point, now today, how do we sacrifice our babies? Through abortions, Planned Parenthood. And the Most High said that we're not to sacrifice our children. So that's off as hell. It doesn't matter if it was a mistake, or maybe you got great. Most High going to deal with that. You're not to abort your babies. Go to authorities, all means. Prosecute your assailant, whatever. Have him put in jail. Do everything you gotta do, but the answer is not to abort the baby, because if the Most High doesn't want the life to come to the earth, will the life come to the earth? It won't come to the earth. That's still your child, and any judgment. Remember, judgment and vengeance is of the Most High. But that's just one reason. I was young, haven't finished school, whatever. The Most High is strictly against killing your babies, right? And that's a war tactic actually by Esau. That's why the Planned Parenthoods are in our neighborhoods, because they want us to kill ourselves. Then that's going to keep us. That's just another way to keep us from coming back to the Most High. We keep killing each other, going against the Most High. He's going to keep us on top, y'all on the bottom. And you was going to say something with regards to it?
You went over it.
I went over it. Okay. So it's not just that though. So he's the God of the Amorites and Phoenicians. The Most High is against idol worship. So does it stop at Molech? Is the question I was going to ask. This verse, does it stop at Molech? So say it's Remphan or whoever. Diana. Can I give my children to Diana? Ashtaroth. Can I give my children to Ashtaroth? Celebrating Easter and or Christmas, worshiping Santa. It doesn't just stop at Molech. We are not to worship idol gods, images. We're not to follow their customs. What you doing on that phone? BLB?
Yeah.
All right, good. So if I need you, I can call on you.
Yeah.
All praises. Yeah, we are not to take part in the worship of idols. That's is a punishment that is punishable by death. I mean, offense punishable by death.
So when you talk about the process of putting your children through the fire with Molech.
Mhm.
Molech was like a 10-week statue with a hole in his back,
What kind?
like a 10 made of metal.
Metal statue, right? In the form of a bull, right?
Kind.
Yeah, kind.
Have you ever? It's like cooking an egg with no grease in the pan. A big guide that they would pass the baby through the back. The pan was on fire, so when the child hit the fire, it would bounce because of the fire, but it would pull the skin off like you scared fire.
Yeah,
And the baby would scream.
that's how they would do it.
They
Wow.
play drums to silence the beat of the children. But Esau has worked and advanced his way of doing this, that he could take your conscious thought from the suffering, because he can do it out of the womb. You never hear the child scream for life.
Yeah, that's what they definitely did that, because you know our people go in these Planned Parenthoods and they come out just like they have removed a tooth. There's sometimes remorse, but it's not real remorse, because if it was really remorse, you wouldn't go back for the second one. Because most of the time, they don't be one. There's usually no repentance after an abortion. Sister gets pregnant, accidentally, got drunk at the club, went home. He had dreads and he was tall, right? Got pregnant. Next, I got to, this ain't the right guy. He's in the streets or whatever. I ain't even get his number. But then guess what? It happens again.
But it's also so many cases of nurses kill babies that are already born. Right? What's the spirit they operate with? You know what I'm saying? He's going back to what they are. They're sacrificing to their false God. What's the driving force behind that? Why you want to kill a baby? What's that?
You have the seed of
nurse that killed all them babies, man?
Yeah. The seed of Cain. The seed of Esau.
She ain't the only one. Like, what you killing babies for?
Definitely not the only one. That's the one that got caught. And this is.
And how did she kill him?
They get to go behind. Like, this is a facility where they deal with babies out of the eyes of mothers at times, so they can do whatever you want. That's why nowadays we know nowadays you want to keep that baby much close as possible, and they let you, because it's probably been complaints, things that put that in motion. Now, like, if you want the baby there the whole time, they do take it out for washing and stuff like that. But I know I remember when we was born, you would have the room with the babies lined up. I don't remember any of my kids going off to a room like that.
You see the continuation where Pharaoh put the heat out to kill any male child.
Yeah. And then
they both do that.
But and then even without the abortions, Look at the Catholic Church, the priest, doing these things with all them little boys, right? That's kind of the same thing. You sending your kids, you're going into this heavily idolatrous church, and you're trusting your kids with these men that have made a vow, men that lust just like me and you, but they've made a vow that I'm not going to have any women. I'm not going to marry. What are they going to do with their lust? But you're sending your little boys back with them to be altar boys and whatever, and they spending time with them. And then oh no, our children been touched and fondled and molested by the priest. He's out here claiming vows of celibacy in the name of a priesthood, when the same scriptures that we're reading out of said for a man to marry so that he don't commit fornication. It said
better to marry than to burn.
Yeah, than to burn. And also it said in the
fire, I'll just go get you a woman and satisfy, what I'm saying? Get natural.
Exactly. And then the one said in the last day, the last days come because they forbid you to marry. This is like the main church that's been going around with the sword, conquering the Native Americans, Negroes, and wherever. They come with the Catholic priests back in when they was, really getting this thing cracked off.
The nun in the priest ain't supposed to marry.
Right? Yeah, the nuns and the priests ain't supposed to marry, and they said in the last days they would forbid to marry. So what role are you guys playing? The role of the wicked, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing as Molech. All the worships, the idolatrous worships, all have the same customs. Might be a little bit different here, a little bit different there, but it's all the same thing. We can read about them all in that letter of Jeremiah in Baruch 6 chapter. That encompasses every man-made religion we see out in the world today.
So also you see where they have taken the Most High out of the charge of sending your children to Moab. Now they have the morning after meal.
Oh wow!
So to me, that's the same. Yeah, now they make it easy. You can do it at home. And I like that you brought that up. That's the same thing as abortion. Same thing as sacrificing your child to Molech.
It gives you the opportunity to have a carnal heart with no conscience.
Mm-hmm.
It's like taking a vitamin.
Yeah, it's just like taking a vitamin. Wake up and take your blood pressure pills or your heart, whatever. It's the same thing. Yeah, I got this plan B. Yep. And you don't feel nothing, you don't know nothing, and you got that comfortability though that I'm not bringing this life in. It's all the same spirit. Because remember, it's not just adultery if you go through the act. It's still adultery if you're lusting after that man's woman. So what's the difference? Your intent, your heart is on killing your baby, sacrificing your child. But we can keep going. Verse 3.
It reads, "And I will set my face against that man, and will cut him off from among his people, because he had given of his seed unto Molech, to defile my sanctuary, and to profane my holy name. And if the people of the land do any ways hide their eyes from the man, when he giveth of his seed unto Molech, and kill him not, then I will set my face against that man, and against his family, and will cut him off. And all that go a whoring after him to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people, and the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits and after wizards to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from among his people."
So this was a a transgression that was so great that you was responsible for seeing that this was brought to the light and this punishment came down on these people. If they in Israel and they sacrificing to Molech, it was your responsibility to rid these people out of Israel. And then also now it goes into those that turn after familiar spirits and wizards and go a horn after them. So familiar spirits, today's time, what would be a way that you go after someone who deals with familiar spirits? Because especially like everybody won't understand what that's saying, especially like the younger ones. A psychic, exactly. Somebody that's like, remember in the Ghost movie? I don't know if everybody's seen that. I know it's an older movie. What's her name? Whoopi Goldberg was the psychic, and what's that white girl name? Demi Moore had a fiance, Patrick Swayze, killed. She wanted to converse with his ghost, right? And went through Whoopi Goldberg. That would be modern day. That would be dealing with familiar spirits, people that think they can talk to the dead, right?
That's what Saul did.
That's what Saul ended up doing too, yeah. But they're all over the place, so and it's kind of like they're all over the place, and people going there just not even thinking about it, just like something to do, right? They're like it's almost like wedding chapels in Vegas. They're all over the place, and it's just something like, ooh, a psychic, I never did that. Nah, you're going against the Most High, and you're defiling yourself dealing with them. And it says, and after wizards, what do wizards do? Cast spells. What else? They cast spells. They can give you, what is it called? Like drink this and
Potions.
Your potions and things that you'll be a ladies' man or something, right? You'll be able to get all the women. You was the new guy. Remember that movie? Love Potion number 9. Yeah. Or even like I'd say even with that cat in Shallow Hal.
That's
the
same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. That's wizardry. We gotta stay away from that. So it says to go horn after them. So he'll set his face against us following these things. And and it's not okay now that we got Christ. Now that we got Christ, it's not okay. Because 1 John 2:6 say, if we in Christ, we gotta follow him. Christ ain't go to the familiar spirits. Christ ain't go to the, what is that dude name? Remember how say he got the big hands? He's an actual motivational speaker too.
Jack Black?
Is that it? No, the guy that put his hand on his head and gave him the ability.
I forget.
I forget too. But either way, we gotta stay away from them guys.
So like, we can also look at this right here as far as drugs too. We got some spirits in which we want to take and we want to have an acquaintance with. And then we have some spirits that we run from. So that could be guilt. That could be some other things that you're running from. So what do? You resort to strong drink, LSD, heroin, cocaine, all of those they're spirits.
Yeah.
Right. And you rely on those spirits, like you said, to fix your problems. And you're not going to the Lord. You're not going to Yahweh. You're relying on these potions.
You're replacing repentance with cocaine and heroin.
Yeah, heroin. What's the shrooms?
Yeah,
All right, verse 7.
And it reads, sanctify yourselves therefore and be ye holy, for I am the Most High Yahweh, and ye shall.
Your God. So just real quick, how do we sanctify ourselves? Just a good little branch off for what does sanctify mean? Matter of fact,
Set apart.
Set apart.
And yourself by hearing the word.
But I'm talking about sanctify. I'm talking about what does sanctify mean, though. Before we go there, sanctify Let me see what we got. Wash, cleanse. All right, let me see. Consecrate, sanctify, prepare, dedicate. Yeah, be holy, you said. Separate. I think you said that. Thank you, sir. So how do it says sanctify yourselves. I want to see if it says cleanse it all. Which all these things kind of mean the same thing, but purify, right? Yeah. Dedicate, hallow, purify, sanctify. Okay, but yeah, so it says sanctify yourselves, be ye holy. So how do we do that? John 17:17. Come in. You're agitating our guard dogs.
John 17:17.
Con.
John 17:17.
And real quick, somebody else get Ephesians 5 and 6, and somebody get Psalms 19:9. That way we can move it. Ephesians 5 and 6 or Psalms 119:9. But when you're ready, go ahead. Well, first Kalak, but you got get Psalm 119 and 9. Josiah. Psalm 119 and 9. That's all right. Well, first Kalak. So how do we sanctify ourselves to be holy to the Most High?
John 17:17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is the truth.
So sanctify. You good?
Yes.
I was talking to him. Sanctify through thy truth. Thy word is truth. So we sanctify ourselves by what? Taking heed to the words of God. Taking heed to the words of Yahweh. That's the first thing to sanctifying ourselves, to letting go of our own vain opinions, right? And sticking to the word of the Most High. Keeping everything about, is it according to what Yahweh said and what Yahweh is good with or what he's not good with? That's how we sanctify ourselves. So now Ephesians 5:26.
Oh, you said 26. Okay.
5 and 26. Come.
Okay, I got it.
Good.
Which one do you got?
Ephesians 5:26.
Well, Yael got that one. Get Psalm 119:9. Go ahead, Yael.
Ephesians 5:26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it.
Read 25. Just to.
Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it. So the washing of the water by the word.
Right. So Yahweh Shai, he gave himself that he might sanctify and cleanse us, the church, the Israelites, by the washing of the word. So we have to be renewed in the mind from our old ways, our old thoughts, and now our thoughts and our intents have to be according to the word. We have to be, our minds, our actions have to be washed by the word, meaning we putting off the old man and putting on the new by being obedient to the law, statutes, commandments. In Psalm 119:9, then we'll go back.
Psalm 119:9.
How you sanctify yourself, sir? Somebody read it again. 5:26. Listening's an art. It's an art.
What you bringing up?
Well, real quick, because I asked him a question and he apparently wasn't paying attention. We got to make sure we're paying attention. This ain't, huh? Oh, he got it. Psalm 119:9. But if he's getting Ephesians 5:26 again, because he didn't hear it.
26.
Yeah, 5:26.
That he might sanctify,
Christ will sanctify,
cleanse it
talking about the Israelites, us, cleanse us. Go ahead.
with the washing of the water by the word.
How are we cleansed, sanctified?
By the word.
The word. What word?
The word of the Most High.
That's right. Where do we find it?
In the book of laws.
Where do we find it? Where do we find the Most High's words? How do we know where his? That's right. That's the only place. Not in the bedtime dream. Some I don't know, an aunt, uncle that says this, that, this is what God's really about. Nope. Not if it don't correlate with this. All right, good. Now we're caught up. Let's get that Psalms 119:9.
So Psalms 119:9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way by talking heed.
So wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way by doing what?
Taking heed.
Taking heed.
Thereto according to.
What's taking heed mean?
Checking yourself.
Take heed meaning.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Take heed means, you paying attention? You got to be paying attention or you're going to have to come over here. How may a young man cleanse his way? It says by taking heed. That's the first thing it says. Taking heed means paying close attention to something. Consider it carefully. All right. Often there's a warning to be aware of potential danger or to take a suggestion seriously. So a young man would cleanse his way by taking heed to what? Paying close attention to what? Now just keep reading after taking heed.
Thereto according to thy word, with my whole heart have I sought thee, O let me not wander from thy commandments.
So taking heed to thy word, right? And not wandering from the Most High's commandments. That's how you sanctify yourself. So that's what we have to do. And we're striving for that. We have to keep doing it. We have to, now we're in the part where we have to endure to the end. We have to finish our race. But for everybody that may be watching or that we come across that wants to know, we have to now put off the old man, our old vain thoughts and minds and what we think is right. And we have to take heed to this word and not veer off from the commandments. So we can drop that time. We can go back unless anybody wants to add something.
Verse 9. For everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. Curse his father.
I think you missed 8.
Okay. Verse 8. And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am Yahweh, which sanctify you.
Mm-hmm. Now, everybody watch this one, especially y'all young ones. This is something you better take heed to. Like we just read, you better cleanse your ways when it comes to this. And a lot of times when the young get mad and angry, they might let the tongue slip, getting their little feelings and upset because they can't get their way and say some things they shouldn't say. This is how serious it is. You better watch yourself when it comes to the next thing we're about to read. Go ahead.
Verse 9. For everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall be surely put to death. He hath cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him.
So what's that mean? How might you curse your father and mother? Wish bad on them. You're dead to me. F you. I wish you. I wish you wasn't my mom. Or how about some lighter ways you can curse your parents? How about just being disrespectful? That's borderline. I wouldn't say it's cursing, but that's how you want to be. Watch your mouth when it comes to your parents and watch what you say. First and foremost, the commandment is you better honor your father or mother. So that means there shouldn't be any type of negative back talk or disrespect. That's that's not honor. How do you honor something? By giving reverence. And there's no two ways about it. It's no in between. It's the one or the other.
I got one that's not directly cursing. It's disrespect, but it's also cursing. Or yeah, understand. If you're doing something illegal at your parents' house, that can jeopardize and result in cursing them. If you running illegal something, whatever it may be, in your parents' home, now you put a curse on them because they have a potential to be put out of there.
Yeah,
that's a way right there.
Yeah, I think so. That's borderline cursing them.
Yeah,
like you might not have been intent, but you might not have intended for that to happen. But you also, guess what? You didn't intend. You didn't intend for it not to happen. You didn't give a damn enough to say this is a possibility, and if anything, yeah, let me make sure this doesn't happen. And if I'm be honest, I'm off. I don't want to be obedient to the Most High. I want to be on demon time. Let me just take myself out in the world and keep my demons and the judgment coming on me from my parents' household. But yeah, this is something the Most High is not playing with. He's not playing with you. If we're not honoring our father and mother, even us adults, he is not playing with that. If the curse your father and mother is, he said you gotta be put to death. He wants your blood upon you, right? And a lot of people in the world they curse their parents, especially these trailer park kids, but even our kids too. I'm like kids might get mad and hot and just say something they don't even really mean it, but be like off in the room after you get your ass beat real good. I wish she died. You just curse your mom. Excuse me. You putting your life in danger. So most of us say honor our father and mother. We can keep going.
Verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Another thing, so now this is the law of adultery, right? Today, the law of adultery is a little different than the Most High's laws. This is the craft with Esau, right? Because Esau's adultery laws is what? Pretty much the same thing, but it's also they add. If you're a man and you go outside of your home with another woman that's unmarried, but you're married, they call that adultery. And now she can go and file divorce, and she can win alimony, and she can say the reason I have a rightful cause to divorce this man is he committed adultery. But where's that with God? Where's that with God? It ain't in there. But you call yourself going to a church, getting a pastor, and having the whole wedding and saying vows, and I promise to love this man before God, right? But God's giving us adultery right here. It says, if a man committed adultery with another man's wife, he committed adultery. And the adulteress, that woman that was married, already, she committed adultery. We're going to keep reading. Let's see if it's now gets flipped. Let's see if it gets flipped. Keep going.
Verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father's wife, they uncovered his father's nakedness.
So now it's just going to the fathers. So now it still ain't going to women. So now it's still the law of adultery. You lay with your father's wife, you're committing adultery, and you're uncovering your father's nakedness. That's 2 and 1. You're uncovering your father's nakedness by uncovering the nakedness of his wife. Go ahead.
Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Mm-hmm.
And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusions. Their blood shall be upon them.
So if a man lies with his son's wife, that's adultery. Go ahead.
If a man also lie with mankind, as he lied with a woman.
So now we're going into homosexuality. But so the law of adultery, it's all involves a man lying with a woman that's already married, or a married woman lying with a man outside of her marriage. That's adultery. But Esau, like in the book of Daniel said, well, I think it was Daniel 7:25.
Changing times.
I think it said laws too.
That's 7:25.
So
times and seasons and laws.
Yeah,
Out the saints.
Right. And he shall speak great, Daniel 7:25, he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given in his hand to a time and times and the dividing of time, but the judgment shall sit. And they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end. So this is another way that we know what time we're in and whose kingdom we're under, because they've spoken against the Most High, and by changing his laws and times. Adultery now is, your woman can put you out the house because you went and got yourself another woman. But that's not in the laws. That's how they change the laws. This is just one of them. And the next verse lets you know that this kingdom, right? These people that change these laws, they would be the last king that would get the judgment and destroyed unto the end. And in Ezra, second Ezra, Esau's the end of the world. So things like this, really give proof to who we're under today. It has to be Esau. So it's just another one. All the mockers or the scoffers that got these breakdowns of if Esau isn't the white man and blah, blah, blah. Genesis 25:25 doesn't mean they're the white man. Okay, the prophecies and the scriptures and what's going on in this society lets you know who's Esau. And Esau is the people that conquered this land, established it by blood, sweat, and tears of the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and put them in slavery. And that just so happens to be who? European Caucasians, aka the white man. I mean, if that's not Esau, then the Bible isn't a real book then.
They don't believe.
Esau was extinct.
Yeah, that's one they say, which is
so who
crazy because
these people today, what are they called? They can never give you a name of what they're called.
You say Japhites.
Yeah, it would be Japhites or that's the only one.
Japhites. Japhet contending with Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
And Japhet was black.
Yeah, but they're saying Japhite because Japhite, had Europe. So
yeah, well,
it's wrong. But this is
Ham is African. Japhite was European, and Asia was the Asian man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but this is the prophecies. That's how you tell the story. like this book is about real people, and you're going to fall under the category of people that you match up with. There's only one people ruling the whole world. Like I remember I pulled up the map. I ain't gonna pull it up again, but no, the map that showed every nation that was either controlled by European power or influenced by it. It was pretty much the whole map.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the map was controlled by Europe, and then the little bit left that wasn't controlled by Europe was influenced by Europe.
Yeah.
That seems like world rulership to me. So I mean, it's simple mathematics. Some people want to change 1 to equal 6, but it equals 2. So
and they never have anything to say when you bring up Ecclesiastes 4:16. Never. They don't even have an answer.
Well, yeah, they don't. Yeah, they do. They got an answer for that.
But
you know what the answer is?
What's that?
That book ain't canon.
No,
book ain't canon. Oh, I thought you said Ecclesiasticus.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. In the 66 book.
Yeah, that's just writings.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this
is why sayings. Because adultery is a man with a woman that's married, or a married woman with a different man than her husband. That's adultery. Now we're going into homosexuality. Your doggy style cartoons, and read that.
Start back at the top of 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Yeah, so, churches today, come as you are, it doesn't matter. Well, that's against the Most High. This was a punishment. This was a sin punishable by death. There is no homosexuality. Men can't lie with men. Women can't lie with women. The Most High made them 2 and 2, man and woman. He said, "Be fruitful and multiply." We can't multiply with 2 men or 2 women. If everybody just went gay or homo, the world everybody just have to die off. So, no homosexuality. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you.
So if this was so bad, you had to be burnt with fire. You sleeping with you got your girl, and then you oh man, yeah, you got that from your mama, and now you lusting after mom. Gotta have mom. Nah, that's a punishable to be burnt to death by fire. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast.
So the donkey shows in Mexico, and I've seen videos of heathens out in the stables with the horses.
Yeah, I used to work construction.
You're supposed to be put to death, and that beast be put to death.
Yeah, I used to work construction some years ago, man. And I was walked up to the foreman, and they was having a conversation. I'm like, what? What'd you say? And it's like, they was having a conversation. And I was the tail end of it. So I'm like, huh? What'd you say? And it's like, what? Yeah, you ain't heard, you never heard the stories of how, you know what I'm saying, with a sheep? So
having relations with sheep?
No, they like how they be going, on farms.
Yeah.
And dealing with sheep.
Yeah, dealing with sheep.
You know what I mean? This is what they do.
Yeah.
Some redneck stuff. There's like, some backcountry,
yeah,
people stuff. And it's like, yeah, man, here's like a sheep is the closest anatomy in the field of a woman, of a human.
Ugh.
That's what they say. So they would go to farms at night
And they would sleep with sheep.
and hunching on the sheep, man. This is what white boys do. They were saying it like this is a known thing that they've done. You know what I'm saying? These older foremen.
Yeah.
This stuff they did back in their day.
Yeah.
And they were saying how, you know what I'm saying, that was a good time. You know what I'm saying? That was a good time for them. You know what I'm saying? We used to go hunt sheep.
Can't make this shit up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The sheep got the chicken.
It felt just like a woman, is what they said.
Felt like what? Woman. Oh.
What? I don't want to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
What makes you look at that and get turned on, bro? Like, what's wrong with you?
Dude's crazy. It's
like,
the world's giving the hand to the wicked, though.
They living up to who they are.
Like the most I said that they supposed to be put to death, and that animal. Like that animal ain't no good for nothing.
Nothing. It been defiled.
It's been defiled, yeah. Nowadays, people they trying to mix people and animals in labs and shit.
They've done it.
They're still doing it today.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new.
They mix everything, man. Ain't nothing supposed to be mixed.
Like, so you can't tell me that they ain't against the Most High.
Totally.
Not that, but it's the food too.
Yeah. Hybrids. They're making hybrids of everything.
Yeah. Now you got to read the package. Well, I mean, you can stop eating it all together if you want, but
you definitely gotta read.
But I'm gonna read it though, because this is what Paul was talking about when he said whatever is sold in shambles. So we know the Christians say, oh, you can eat anything, pork, whatever. No, it was about, okay, and this time it wasn't, nowadays like you saying, they manufacturing like animals, they cloning or trying to mix and, they making fake meat in labs. But back then they was sacrificing the animals to idols and then selling it on the market. So he was saying, if you in the market, don't ask, was it sacrificed to an idol? You wasn't in the idol sacrificing. You in the market. Just buy it.
Yeah, it's clean.
You know the laws, what animal to eat, not eat.
Yeah.
Right? So now today, that's where you apply it today. Like, yeah, they doing all this crazy stuff, but look, it looked like chicken. It says they're telling me it's chicken. I'm at the market. And now I do know that they manufacture and stuff. Well, they do put on right underneath the product, like, with like ground beef, they'll have how much is lean and fat. Like they'll say 80% meat, 20% fat. Some will be 90%, 10%. Then also, okay, clone meat. They're going to have on there bioengineered, right? So I'm going to look at that at the least. And if it's not bioengineered, I'm not going to be like, yeah, but they probably lying to me. I'm going to be like, okay, whatever, sold in the shambles. As far as I know, they telling me it's chicken. It looked like chicken. And, I'm praying to the Most High that, it is what it is. That the most, we always praying that the Most High looking over us. And that's where our faith is. That he's not going to lead us to get this meat, this bioengineered, when we know we trying to get the real meat and lawful meat.
So let's see how genuine this RFK guy is. Because he's supposed to be getting rid of all of this type of stuff that's in our food.
Who's RFK?
He's
that's the Kennedy's grandchild, right?
Yeah.
And
he's the head of the
food?
The Food and Drug Administration.
Oh, okay.
Overlooking them. So he's getting rid of all the stuff that's bad in our food. The dyes, the salt, the seed oils, all the stuff that's causing cancer and all the stuff that's supposed to be killing us.
Yeah.
Let's be clean.
All right.
Let's see how
they say a lot. Sometimes they do, and a lot of times they don't.
Yeah.
Maybe, that'd be nice because even in Europe they got, you look at the ingredients and then you look at the ingredients here and the list here is like that. And the list in Europe is like that.
Because America is a capitalist country.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about money. So what they do is this stuff is preservatives to keep it to last forever.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they can make more profit.
Yeah, they can throw away less stuff and they can hold it and they
Sit
get
on the shelf
every
longer.
yeah. Kind
At what cost?
at the cost of yeah.
Exactly.
And then you gotta look at what you just said about King. I see it another way. I see that he's trying to get rid of it, but why is he trying to get rid of it? Because they can look like the good guys, they can blame it on the Democrats.
Oh yeah, it's always that.
So you gotta look at it that way too, you know.
It's always that.
Yeah, they're trying to play a role to make it put the blame on somebody else and they act like they gonna fix it.
All right, let's go back.
Verse 16. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down there too, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness, it is a wicked thing. And they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He hath uncovered his sister's nakedness, he shall bear his iniquity.
So no incest, which incest is your immediate family, right? Go ahead.
Verse 18. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover
Oh, matter of fact,
nakedness.
so if you live in West Virginia, watch out. They be doing that. That brother and sister love. Where else? Think Alabama, places like that. Yeah, they love their sisters.
You ain't gotta go that far. You can go down Eastern Shore, Maryland. And
Oh, yeah?
Delaware.
All right. Okay.
Cousins. I don't know about
But that, you know,
like first cousins.
that's kind of
I've
lawful.
heard them stories.
That's lawful though. That's lawful.
Nah, it's not your first cousin.
What's-
y'all.
yeah,
Not
it
your
is.
First cousin.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
Let me explain
The
it.
first cousin.
Let me explain it.
But just show me where it ain't.
Yeah, but let me explain it. First cousins is if the father has brothers, he had brothers, they have kids. You know, you can't mess with them. But if they have a
That's
sister,
what I said.
if they have a sister,
No,
the
like
brother,
yeah,
if
like
she married
Jacob.
somebody else, she having his kids. That's
Yeah.
still a first cousin.
Hold on.
You gotta remember Jacob
Nah, but that
and Jacob and Leah and Rachel were first cousins.
yeah, but that was then. I don't think that stayed the case, right?
It was never changed.
I think I gotta find.
Yeah, you gotta find it, but it
It.
wasn't.
Yeah, I gotta
If
find.
you listen, if
It
you
wasn't.
got 5 brothers, right, and a sister, out of 5 brothers, the first cousins can't marry each other. But if your sister has kids with another man that's not a brother of yours, that's still a first cousin. But yeah,
Nah, that's not a first cousin.
well,
That's not a first cousin.
Wait,
That's
what's
like,
the first cousin?
Huh?
I didn't hear it. What's the first
Yeah, that's
cousin?
not a first cousin.
What?
your first cousin, you got 5 brothers,
Yeah,
and all 5 brothers had kids.
yeah.
That's your first cousin.
No,
What you call it?
that's your nieces and nephews.
So
It's if your dad's brother had
all
kids.
the brothers have kids.
Yeah, but
All the kids are cousins.
it has to be
First
your dad's brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, but you said your brothers.
No.
You
I
maybe
said-
not. Didn't he say that?
No, I said if you had 5 brothers, y'all all had kids.
Yeah.
Okay, all the kids that y'all had was
They'll be cousins.
they'll be
They'll be first cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you have 5 brothers and a sister, and she has kids,
Yeah.
it's still your first cousin.
They are first cousins.
Yeah, they're
Not
first cousin, but they can marry each other.
they're according to Bible law.
Yeah, according to the
To
mother's
Torah,
side.
but let's go back. No brother sister love like these Eastern
Let
Marylanders,
me start off from the
Southern Delawareans.
yeah,
You know,
Oh, you talking about this
small back town.
That's the
Yeah,
DuPonts
there
up
you
here.
go. There you go.
Right here in Delaware, sweet old Wilmington.
Oh, okay.
DuPonts.
DuPont. All right.
They say the bag ladies in DuPont that walks around. Say that. I don't know how true it is. White bag lady.
Why you think
Who's
that
the bag lady?
hospital?
Old white lady walks around. You'll see her. I'm sure you.
Where
see
she
her.
walk though?
Everywhere.
Next time we see.
You
Next
saw
time.
her. You definitely seen her before. She just walks everywhere.
I probably have.
Off Lancaster.
You've seen her.
All right. I have to see her again. I have to see her again because I see a lot of walkers out here. But that way I know, oh, she's the one. That's the bag lady. All right.
She'll have a bag. That's how you'll know.
All right.
That's the why you think we found Children's Hospital came about.
Yeah, I've heard that story.
Because they was having brothers and sisters having kids together because they didn't want that money.
And they was retarded and needed hospital service.
Yeah, they and the kids started becoming retarded.
Yeah.
That's why that hospital came.
Wow.
You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, you ain't really from here. You came later.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, that's the story.
No wonder that brick wall, though.
With the glass on the top.
Yeah. They didn't want them
from people getting in and keep.
Yeah. Got a bunch of incest mental patients in there.
They got the McDonald house and all that.
Wow.
All right, verse 18 from the top. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain, and she hath uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. You got people nowadays talking about running red lights.
Yeah, I was about to say no running red lights. Or
can't control their lust for 7 days.
Or
7 days.
Or it ain't even flowing no more. I'm gonna use that.
Women be the ones pushing it, don't it?
It ain't even flowing no. It's only spotting. Nah, scripture says 7 days. 7 days. It don't say unless the river starts to slow down. It says 7 days. So no running red lights. Go ahead.
Verse 19. And thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, nor of thy father's sister.
Mm-hmm. No aunties. Go ahead.
For he uncovered his near kin, they shall bear their iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
And if a man shall lie with his uncle's wife, he hath uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They shall bear their sin. They shall die childless.
Mm-hmm. That's adultery and uncovering your uncle's nakedness. Go ahead.
And if a man shall take his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing. He hath uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation, which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them.
And so that means this, our whole setup from the beginning was following the manner of the other nations, because they came in with the crosses and the priests. And they said, you're going to take our God on, or you're going to die. And then those that didn't die, you're in slavery and you can't read, and they just teaching you the customs. So it was set up from then. They remember, they don't have the understanding, but they have these scriptures. That's how they knew what to do from the onset of America. We got to take their reading. First off, we got to kill most of them. We got to slave them. We got to take away their ability to read, to think for themselves, and we got to teach them our ways and our idolatrous customs. And that's why today we're so stuck on following the manners of the same people that are over top of us, because it don't make sense. You're reading in a book, color, but you're still accepting pale Jesus, Cupid, ain't baby, white, pale face, angels, all the images they give us today. People think that Michael, the archangel, looks like Cupid.
Yep.
With some Roman, what the Romans wear? Whatever. Yoga togas. Yeah. Most of our people today think Mike, the archangel Michael, looks like Cupid with a toga. Right.
All that we have read so far, how is this hard to do?
It ain't. They say we can't keep the laws. we're reading, like you just said. What are we reading that I can't do?
That you're already doing, you don't even know that you're doing it.
Yeah.
So
Like,
That's a good one right there. That this is within the law. When people say you can't keep the law, so you can't not sleep with your brother, you can't not sleep with your sister, you can't not sleep with your.
Yeah.
You telling me that's hard to do? So you're going to do that then?
Mm-hmm.
If you saying we can't keep the law, you telling me
Yeah.
you're going to do that?
Like you can't not walk into a psychic reading house. I've rode by 'em all my life. I don't think anybody in here has been in one, but I know I never have. But I've rode by millions of them, just like y'all have, right? And ride right past.
You can't stop yourself from laying down with animals on the floor.
Right. You can't not.
So you telling me that's hard to do?
Yeah. You can't not sleep. You can't not sleep with a sheep.
Yo, man, it's crazy. It's madness. It's straight madness.
You cannot stop yourself from getting a long, tall stool and get up and stop yourself from getting behind the horse.
Like like you have to breed your horses that way. You can't just let, like, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I saw like a picture before of they manually getting it, and then they're gonna go artificially inseminate the female horse. You can't just let them two horses put them in the gate, let them run around, just let them do it the right way. Why do you gotta like
our people
milk the horse?
Our people, we are mostly in cities. We don't even see horses and stuff like that. We don't have farms, so we don't automatically. But when you see this in here, you can't even if you have a thought.
Yeah,
reading it.
That's what they're saying though.
Yeah.
I can't
Silly,
I can't not sleep with a beast. I can't do
it. That's not what Paul's talking about when we say the law is done. He's not talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll put it all together. You don't understand what's going on.
In fact, that's a good one because we just read what we read. A man have his father. It said what verse?
His father's wife.
Oh, verse 11. Verse 11 says you can't have your father's wife. Paul got on the Corinthians because, let me see if I can find it. Because that's a good point. Who is the go-to for the law being done away with? Paul, right? We literally just read that in the law we can't sleep with our father's wives. I think it's 1 Corinthians 5. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 5:1. It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife. And ye are puffed up and have not rather mourned that he that have done this deed might be taken away from among you. If the law is done away with, why is this a problem? Why is this a problem? He's going off of Leviticus 20 and 11.
Exactly.
It says, for I verily as absent in body but present in spirit have judged already. You can't judge. We can't judge, right? Judged already as though I were present concerning him that have so done this deed. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, Yahushua Mashiach, when ye are gathered together in my spirit with the power of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, even the judgment. What's the judgment? Both of them shall be put to death. Verse 11. He said, deliver them unto Satan for destruction of the flesh, that the spirit might be saved in the day of the Lord Yahushua. And how is the spirit saved by death? Washing of regeneration. That's another one Paul wrote.
Yeah, that's a cut right there. That's a good cut.
Yeah.
As a note.
Why? What's
putting that as a note? Paul enforcing the law right there.
Yeah.
He's literally enforcing the law right there. Like literally. When you go to Leviticus 20, that we're reading.
Are we that slow?
He's enforcing that.
Are we that slow? But we are that slow. Because we just go to church and we don't read nothing.
Nah.
We don't read nothing. We don't go home and be like, man, we don't get motivated by that service. Be like, man, that was a good service. He brought out that Corinthians and then go actually read something.
No, that's not what it's for. It's not school. That's why the Israelite way is called school necessarily, not necessarily church.
Right.
It's a school because you're actually learning.
Right. Because this is crazy. Paul's the no law guy.
But he's enforcing the law right there.
Yeah. Even the judgment. He's enforcing the judgment.
Yep. Yep.
It's crazy.
It's just crazy. You can't stop stealing?
I can't. I just can't do it.
Oh, you can't wear fringes?
I can't. Stealing. You don't see the pine tar on my hands? No, for real. You don't see. I see it. And that's why, when I touch something, it comes with me. I can't help
it. Yeah. You got a problem.
Yeah. And you can't see the stickum?
What about the other?
Crazy.
You can take it off.
No, it's on both. I can just swap hands. But I can't put it back. I can't keep the law.
I mean, they come up with the sorry excuses.
Impossible.
Don't make no sense. Why you can't do something?
Yeah, because you don't want to.
That's it. How come you just don't run that red light when you and the officer side by side the red light?
Right.
Go right through it.
Right. And then when he pulls you over, say, can't keep all the laws.
You know what I mean?
Officer, I can't keep all the laws. Come on, you know.
This ticket I'm gonna give you.
This is a Christian country, officer. This is a Christian country. Let me remind you, it's a Christian country. Yeah, I can't keep all the laws. And listen, where's my grace? Where my grace at? That ain't you became a police officer. You didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance. It says one nation under God. You gotta give me this grace.
There's no more. There shouldn't be no police either.
Right. What's the need? We don't. Everybody just do your own thing.
Yeah.
But
all right,
let's go.
Verse 24.
So I do have a scripture there.
What you got?
2 Corinthians 4. It says, "For the weapons of all warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai." So this is showing us that there are spirits that are out there that can jump on a person.
Mm-hmm.
And in our flesh, not having the whole armor of God, being protected by the knowledge and the wisdom and understanding of the Most High, that those things will come and we will struggle with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when you say like how can I in my flesh not sleep with my father's wife per se, right? But that could be a stronghold. That could be a spirit that gets on you because you see dad's wife going into the shower, and you're pondering on this evil thing, that you're not casting that thing down. So not being able to exercise the principles of the weapons that were given to us, the spirit can come and visit us. Mm-hmm. And now we're finding ourselves now looking at the donkey in the shed because we didn't tame that thing that came upon us and we were in the sin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we ain't had the fear of the Most High.
But yeah, so I was trying to answer the half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, facts. And the Most High, He allows these spirits on the earth.
Right.
Remember, Satan was with the angels of God. He said, Satan, where are you coming from? He said, to and fro. Yeah. And in Chronicles, he wanted the king kill Ahaz, right? And he said, who gonna go and basically do this job? And the one said, I'm gonna go down and be a lion spirit. He said, yeah, you're gonna go and you're gonna succeed.
And in one of the scriptures it talks about that this kind is not, this spirit is not easily paraphrased. This spirit is not easily cast out. So this requires prayer.
Yeah. And you know why he said you're gonna succeed? Because Ahaz wasn't wearing his armor, the weapons of his warfare. He said, you're going to succeed because he's not obedient to my word. He doesn't take heed to my word. He's about his own mind. He's about following his in-laws family, because I believe he was married to Jezebel.
She's an Amorite.
I know she was a daughter of the king of Baal or something like that.
Yeah.
But this right here, Salaki, this right here could be the reason why in this final hour that 2/3 that we say will miss it, because they will not
Yeah, it is. Because we're believing what we see. It looks, everybody's going into that church. Everything looks good. We're deceived by our eyes and our own vain opinions and our desires and what we value, right? So everybody's going in there singing and dancing and worshiping Jesus. No, Jesus in the Bible, it does say that he came and died for the world, and everybody's doing this. I'm gonna follow that. These guys that saying they're wrong and reading from the Bible and saying, see, it says this here. Well, no, my pastor said that you're tripping, and everybody agrees with my pastor. The pastor has to be right because everybody's following it. You're 2/3.
Salaki in the law also says that if a man looks at a woman to lust, right?
Mm-hmm.
So likewise, we're watching Hollywood, we're watching Beauty and the Beast. There could be millions of young women look at the Beast and can find themselves willing to lay with it. You understand? So Hollywood brings in a big shadow of deception where and we watch the superheroes that is half this and half that, right? You're right. And this is the subtlety in the real craft of Esau at its height, that they've never slept, but they have imagined sleeping with the wolf.
Even without
they put stuff in the movies and the shows subliminal of what they really do and what they represent.
Yes,
up,
even
right?
just the
like
movies
Alice in Wonderland, drugs all in it, and all kind of stuff in there. That's what they do.
But even like
put it in our face.
Even like the movies that don't even have the subliminals, just the storyline. Like how many movies involve like a guy falling in love with his friend's girlfriend?
Oh man, what was that movie with Kevin Spacey? What was his name? Where he was stealing with the little girl.
I forget. I forget.
Oh man.
But think about Road Trip, right?
Yeah.
Think about Road Trip. Think about Road Trip. They on this trip. They go to this party. Dude ain't. He's kind of nerdy, and this fine Israelite sister, thicker than a Snickers, takes a liking to him, and he's waking up in the morning, and everybody's cheering him like he finally got some draws. And it's like a comedy movie, and it's you're watching movies, and you're watching the these things that are against the Most High go on, and you're feeding that into your brain. So this guy, he's being celebrated for finally getting something. So now it's in your mind that it's a point of manhood for I finally get something, and I can just get something at a party and then go about my life, and we never see each other again. Just all those different things. Everything is fed in the movies is to feed us with these thoughts and make our intents to be the world, not the book.
Yes, sir. So Hollywood can make the masses of Israel commit every sin we just read dealing with sexual deviance on a daily basis because it's flooded with that.
Oh, yeah.
Power, BMF, The Wire, Snowfall. Just keep going on, right? All these shows glorifying niggas killing each other in the ghetto, in the slums, selling drugs to each other, robbing each other, adultery on each other. These are the most popular shows.
X-Men, Fantastic Seven. We start to integrate DNA and other things. Right? This is
mutations.
Yeah, exactly. King, that's the word.
Yeah.
That's a way that we can, if we don't have our helmet of salvation on, and look at the understanding or the craft of Esau, then we could be like a guy who watches porn. We make porn seem ugly, But within reason, when you're watching this girl fall in love with a beast,
Yeah.
and your heartstrings are being pulled, and you rectify that, justify that, then you're engaging in those activities. They're getting behind the wall of your salvation so that they can plant the seed.
You know what's crazy?
Go
That
ahead.
movie, The Professional, is one of my favorite movies. I ain't know that whole time that's about pedophilia.
Right.
Leon
Right.
and that little girl, they was trying to subliminally show they was in a relationship.
Or even,
Like straight up.
or it didn't even go
I
that
didn't
point.
see that.
You know what it was showing?
Yeah.
It was showing a man falling for a child.
And grooming as well.
Yeah.
Because she wound up being like doing what he was doing, having that mindset. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you love her. You know what I'm saying?
Yup. Yeah. Look at G.I. Joe. Look at G.I. Joe. Because you talk about mutation. G.I. Joe movie, like they got all these devices, you take a shot and the nanobites empower you, right?
Yeah.
And you a kid, whatever, young adult, whoever, you watch the show and you're like, man, that's dope. I wish I could be like G.I. Joe. Then Esau start coming out with these shots and they about to make this technology where you can get these nanobites and then you're going to have super strength. And you're like, yeah, sign me up.
Did you hear about the little boy that injected himself with a butterfly?
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it happened like
He injected himself with a butterfly.
With a butterfly, like he did something, put it in meat. Whatever he did, mixed water, I don't know what he did. But he injected himself with a butterfly. You know what I'm saying? And he died, yo. They said like it was like a painful death.
He melted down like a
I don't
butterfly.
know, they didn't say how he
You
did
talking
it,
about the butterfly, actual insect that flies.
Yeah, a real butterfly. He injected himself with
And that killed him?
It killed him. Painfully.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. It was somewhere, I believe, either South America or something. Look up.
I don't know. Who thinks to do that?
Boy, what you just said.
Yeah.
What you just said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He wanted to be able to fly. He thought he could fly.
He thought he could do it from whatever he's seen.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Or you know what? Spider-Man. He thought, yeah, I'm gonna inject this butterfly and I'm not gonna turn, I'm gonna grow wings.
He grew wings.
He did, didn't he?
Oh, for this one.
And all of this, all of this on an undeveloped mind or someone who is not spiritually in tune, this is the flood. This is the flood that comes in like it was in the days of Noah. That same spirit of ambition to adopt and be everything other than what the Most High has created.
Right.
There we are.
Man has many imaginations. Right?
Yes.
He made everything good, but paraphrasing, but anyway.
And he saw that it was good. So
He made everything good, but things said like man's devices or whatever. That's where wickedness came in. I'm paraphrasing. But yeah. Khan, where we at?
24. And it reads, but I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am Yahweh, your God, which have separated you from other people. Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean fowls and clean. And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beasts, or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, Yahweh, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. A man also, or woman, that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones, their blood shall be upon them.
Chapter 21.
Verse 21. Chapter 21.
This will be our last chapter.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, speak unto the priests, the sons of Aaron, and say unto them, there shall none be defiled for the dead among his people, but for his kin that is near unto him, that is, for his mother, and for his father, and for his son, and for his daughter, and for his brother, and for his sister a virgin, that is nigh unto him, which hath had no husband.
Mm-hmm.
For her may he be defiled.
Yeah, so the priest, the high priest could only go to a funeral, defile himself with the dead if it's basically immediate kin. That's it. So that's not for everybody. And it's about to clarify that. Go ahead.
Verse 4. But he shall not defile himself, being a chief man among his people, to profane himself.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not.
So chief man. So this is talking about the high priest, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5.
The sons of Aaron too. Go ahead.
They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
Go ahead.
They shall be holy unto their God, and not profane the name of their God, for the offerings of Yahweh made by fire, and the bread of their God they do offer. Therefore they shall be holy.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not take a wife that is a whore, or profane.
So as a chief priest,
Mm-hmm.
right? You high priest or chief priest, you can't take a what verse are you at?
So
No, 7. You can't take a whore, even if she repents. This is for the high priest, the sons of Aaron, the high priest and his sons, the sons of Aaron, those chief priests. They weren't allowed to take a whore as a wife or profane.
Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto Yahweh.
So you couldn't take a woman that's divorced. Go ahead.
Thou shalt sanctify him therefore, for he offereth the bread of thy God. He shall be holy unto thee, for I Yahweh, will sanctify you and holy. And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaneth her father. She shall be burnt with fire.
So the high priest was on such a high level and sanctification that your daughter couldn't be a whore, or like it says, she would be burnt with fire. Like the whole family had to be set apart. Even more than Israel, all us got to be set apart. But then the priests had to be on another level. So even the daughter, if she went and played the whore, would be burnt by fire. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And he that is the high priest among his brethren, upon whose head the anointing oil was poured, and that is consecrated to put on the garments, shall not uncover his head, nor rend his clothes. Neither.
It says, shall not uncover his head. Remember we talked about that, a couple weeks. But Paul said, praying or prophesying with head uncovered or covered. Yeah, this says he shall not uncover his head.
All right, let's read on. Verse 11. Neither shall he go into any dead body, nor defile himself for his father or for his mother.
So I messed up before. I said high priest and the sons. No, so the sons of the high priest could defile themselves for that list of immediate family members, but the high priest couldn't defile himself by any dead body, not even for his father or mother. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Neither shall he go out of the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary of Yahweh. For the crown of the anointing oil is for the crown of the anointing oil of his God is upon him. I am Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
And he shall take a wife in her virginity.
So his wife couldn't have been with anybody else in her life. Go ahead.
A widow or a divorced woman or profane or an harlot, these shall he not take.
So
But he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife.
And his wife had to be of his own people. Go ahead.
Neither shall he profane his seed among his people, for I, Yahweh, do sanctify him.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, saying, Whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that hate any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of the Most High.
Yeah, so you was born with 9 toes instead of 10, or a droopy eye, or born with 11 fingers. You was born with 11 fingers.
Wow.
You can't go in. You can't. That, like, say that was your first son, your heir to this position ain't gonna be that one. It gotta be the next one. But so no blemish of any type. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Yeah. For whatsoever man he be that hath a blemish, he shall not approach a blind man, or a lame, or he that hath a flat nose, or anything superfluous, or a man that is broken footed, or broken handed, or crook backed, or a dwarf, or that hath a blemish in his eye, or be scurvy, or scab, or hath his stones broken. No man that hath a blemish of the seed of Aaron, the priest, shall come nigh to offer the offerings of Yahweh made by fire. He hath a blemish. He shall not come nigh to offer the bread of the Most High. He shall eat the bread of Yahweh, both of the most holy and of the holy. Only he shall not go in unto the veil, nor come nigh unto the altar, because he hath a blemish, that he profane not my sanctuaries, for I, Yahweh, do sanctify them. And Moses told it unto Aaron and to his sons and unto all the children of Israel.
And I think we can do chapter 22. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
No, this one ain't long. We'll make this the last one.
We got to do that one.
Yeah.
Chapter 22. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, that they separate themselves from the holy things of the children of Israel, and that they profane not my holy name in those things which they hallow unto me. I am Yahweh. Say unto them, Whosoever he be of all your seed among your generations, that goeth unto the holy things which the children of Israel hallow unto Yahweh, having his uncleanness upon him, that soul shall be cut off from my presence. I am Yahweh. What man soever the seed of Aaron is a leper, or a running issue, he shall not eat of the holy things until he be clean. And whoso toucheth anything that is unclean by the dead, or a man whose seed goeth from him, or whosoever toucheth any creeping thing, whereby he may be made unclean, or a man of whom he may take uncleanness, whatsoever uncleanness he hate, the soul which hath touched any such shall be unclean until evening, and shall not eat of the holy things, unless he wash his flesh with water. And when the sun is down, he shall be clean, and shall afterward eat of the holy things, because it is his food. That which died of itself, or is torn with beasts, he shall not eat to defile himself therewith. I am Yahweh. They shall therefore keep mine ordinance, lest they bear sin forth, and die therefore. If they profane it, I, Yahweh, do sanctify them. There shall no stranger eat of the holy thing. A sojourner of the priest or an hired servant shall not eat of the holy
So watch this. So a stranger
things.
can be a sojourner of the priest, meaning a stranger can be an Israelite. Because this is talking about specifically Aaron and that position and his food, and anybody else is being called a stranger, which could be a Judite, a Gadite. They can't eat of this. They are a stranger because they're not the high priest. Go ahead.
Verse 11. But if the priest buy any soul with his money, he shall eat of it. And he that is born in his house, they shall eat of his meat.
So now we got another stranger that can eat it. Now we're seeing the differential. So a stranger that can eat it is a what? A slave. A slave. So when they talk about being even with Israel and being able to do the things that Israel does, it's the same way. They're able when they are bought. Now you're part of his house, but you're not a son. You're not a Levite now. So that's what I'm trying to bring out. They say like you can become a spiritual Israelite because you have to take in whatever. They get circumcised and they take on the customs. Now they're an Israelite. Not, well, is this guy now a Levite? No. Is he a son of Aaron now? No, he's not. But because he was bought with money, he is his servant, not hired servant, his bondman.
Yeah.
Now he can eat it. But a sojourner, they can't eat it.
And this ain't an Edomite or a Moabite or an Ammonite.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be that, right?
More than likely wouldn't be that. Because it says they can't come in.
Exactly.
Like so, but it could be a Footite or, whatever.
Can it also be you buying out a fellow Israelite out of bondage?
Out of bondage? No, because you're buying them out of bondage. This is saying, they're going into bondage. This is his bondman.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you bought him out of bondage, now he would be out of bondage, but he'd be a sojourner with you.
Right.
And it says he can't eat that. He'd be a stranger. See, verse 10, no stranger shall eat of the holy things, sojourner of the priest, or a hired servant. So if he had bought him out of bondage and even became his servant, as an Israelite, he would be a hired servant. So he couldn't eat of it then. So that's the part that clarifies that directly. A hired servant, which remember when we get to 25, that's what it explains. The bondman has to be of the heathen, and the Israelite, it can be bought, but he's pretty much a hired servant. So it has to be talking about with this verse a heathen. Con? All right.
Verse 12. If the priest's daughter also be married unto a stranger, she may not eat of an offering of the holy things. But if the priest's daughter be a widow or divorced and have no child, and is returned unto her father's house, as in her youth, she shall eat of her father's meat, but there shall be no stranger eat thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And if a man eat of the holy things unwittingly, then he shall put the fifth part thereof unto it, and shall give it unto the priest with the holy thing. And they shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, which they offer unto Yahweh.
So if you accidentally ate the holy thing, you didn't know and you wasn't supposed to, you had to pay it back, and then also interest, the fifth. Go ahead.
Verse 16. Or suffer them to bear the iniquity of trespass when they eat their holy things, for I, Yahweh, do sanctify them. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons and to all the children of Israel, and say unto them, Whatsoever he be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers of Israel, that will offer his oblation for all his vows, and for all his free will offerings, which they will offer unto Yahweh for a burnt offering. Ye shall offer at your own will a male without blemish of the beeves, of the sheep, or of the goats.
So also this shows that he never required it. It was never required. He says offer of your own will. That kind of going into, remember he said to Jeremiah 7:22 that he didn't, and in Psalms with David, he didn't require us to sacrifice these things. They had to be of your own will. Go ahead.
Verse 20. But whatsoever hath a blemish, that shall ye not offer, for it shall not be acceptable for you. And whosoever offereth a sacrifice of peace offering unto Yahweh to accomplish his vow, or a free will offering in beeves or sheep, it shall be perfect to be accepted. There shall be no blemish therein, blind or broken or maimed or having a wind, or scurvy or scab. Ye shall not offer these unto Yahweh, nor make an offering by fire of them upon the altar unto Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
Either a bullock or a lamb that ate anything superfluous or lacking in his parts, that mayest thou offer for a free will offering. But for a vow it shall not be accepted.
So when you brought these offerings, he wanted your best. He didn't want, I can give this much and that's why I feel comfortable. He wanted your best. The same way now, he wants your best. Out of your personal sacrifice, your self-sacrifice. He wants your best. He don't want, like Christ said, he don't want lukewarm. He wants you're either cold and you're out, or you're hot and you're in. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Ye shall not offer unto Yahweh that which is bruised, or crushed, or broken, or cut, neither shall ye make any offering thereof in your land. Neither from a stranger's hand shall ye offer the bread of the Most High of any of these, because their corruption is in them, and blemishes be in them. They shall not be accepted for you. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, when a bullock or a sheep or a goat is brought forth, then it shall be 7 days under the dam. And from the 8th day, and thenceforth, it shall be accepted for an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. And whether it be cow or ewe, ye shall not kill it, and her young both in one day. And when ye will offer a sacrifice of thanksgiving unto Yahweh, offer it at your own will. On the same day it shall be eaten up. Ye shall leave none of it unto the morrow. I am Yahweh. Therefore shall ye keep my commandments and do them. I am Yahweh. Neither shall ye profane my holy name, but I will be hallowed among the children of Israel. I am Yahweh, which hallow you, that brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Yahweh.
So that ends it. And we'll stop there. That'll end it for the Sabbath reading today. I hope the class was edifying. Once again, if you'd like to help out and donate, please do so through Cash App, hashtag Hebrew Chosen Elect, or in person. If you got the means and you want to come out and attend class, please do so. And we do accept cash donations. Whatever, just like we read in the scriptures, is in your will. Anything you offer, let it be of your will. If it's not, just keep it to yourself. It's not required. And the Most High, he's not really accepting that. Anyway, also upcoming coat drive. Forgot to plug that at the beginning announcements. We do have a coat giveaway we do every winter about around the time of the beginning, December 21st, somewhere around then. Up until then, we'll be taking cash donations through Cash App or physical cash, coat donations, hat winter hat, gloves, any type of blankets, things to keep people warm that they're in need through the winter. We're accepting all those donations, if brand new or if used in good condition, please. So it's a different Cash App if you'd like to donate towards our coat giveaway. That Cash App is hashtag BDANI01, and earmark that coat drive if you give us any donations, and thank you in advance for that. Lastly, I give all praise, glory, and honor Yahweh by Shem Mashiach Hawashai. Until next time, Shalom and Kwam Yashala.